आइए अब आपको सीधे ले चलते हैं कोलकाता में, जहां मध्य प्रदेश में निवेश के अवसर विषय पर इंटरैक्टिव सत्र आयोजित हो रहा है, जिसमें मुख्यमंत्री डॉक्टर मोहन यादव भी मौजूद हैं।
संजीव पुरी, चेयरमैन एंड एमडी आईटीसी लिमिटेड। Please welcome Mr. Sandeep Ghosh, MD and CEO, MP Birla Group, right beside RCM. Please welcome Mr. Sandeep Kumar, MD Tata Steel Downstream Products Limited. मिस्टर अरुण गरोडिया, चेयरमैन EEPC, हमने अभी उनका अभिवादन किया। एंड प्लीज वेलकम मिस्टर संजय दुबे, ACS, डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी, एंड मिस्टर आलोक बिरला, MD, Swara Baby. And after all the felicitation has been done, can we have a look at the audiovisual on the prospects of investment in Madhya Pradesh?
India, on track to become the world's third largest economy, with GDP crossing $5 trillion under the visionary leadership of Honorable Prime Minister, aspires to reach its goal of becoming a $30 trillion economy by 2047. The state of Madhya Pradesh has taken a lead in fulfilling his bold vision of Vikasit Bharat by 2047, while also accomplishing Chief Minister's vision of Vikasit Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh is home to over 112 industrial zones, 7 smart cities and 14 proposed greenfield industrial areas. The state has a well-developed multimodal transportation system, including a robust road network of more than 5 lakh plus kilometers and enhanced air connectivity with 5 major airports at Bhopal, Gwalior, Indore, Khajuraho and Jabalpur, making it future ready. With a strong focus on education and skill development, Madhya Pradesh offers a well-equipped talent pool that serves as a major driver of growth in the region. Madhya Pradesh offers an ecosystem where businesses thrive, where the presence of investor-friendly policies, single window clearances and transparent governance make it an ideal investment destination. These efforts aim to create employment opportunities, enhance quality of life and significantly contribute to India's economic growth, aligning with the vision of Vikasit Bharat, Vikasit Madhya Pradesh. Painting a canvas of progress and economic expansion, we are doubling our efforts with regional industry conclave in Ujjain, Jabalpur, Gwalior and upcoming conclaves in Sagar and Rewa. That's Madhya Pradesh, the future-ready state. Be a part of shaping the future. Invest in Madhya Pradesh and unlock endless possibilities. Join us at the Invest Madhya Pradesh Global Investors Summit on 7th and 8th February at Bhopal.
तो आइए दोस्तों, मध्य प्रदेश में इन्वेस्टमेंट अपॉर्चुनिटीज जो निवेशक है वो इसका लाभ उठाए, उन्हें और भी ज्यादा आकर्षण हो, और इसके लिए इन शुभकामनाओं के साथ इससे पहले कि सेशन शुरू हो, हम मध्य प्रदेश के आगामी भविष्य के लिए एक बार जोरदार तालियां बजाएंगे। बहुत सारी शुभकामनाएं इनके साथ है। एंड ऑन दैट नोट आई विल रिक्वेस्ट मिस्टर राघवेंद्र कुमार सिंह, IAS, प्रिंसिपल सेक्रेटरी, डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ इंडस्ट्रियल पॉलिसी एंड इन्वेस्टमेंट प्रमोशन, टू काइंडली give his presentation on investment opportunities in Madhya Pradesh.
नमस्कार। भारतवर्ष की सांस्कृतिक राजधानी कोलकाता में आप सभी लोगों का स्वागत है। ये धरती रामकृष्ण परमहंस की धरती है, स्वामी विवेकानंद की धरती है, गुरुदेव रविंद्रनाथ टैगोर की धरती है, बंकिम चंद्र चटर्जी की धरती है। मैं मध्य प्रदेश की तरफ से आप सभी लोगों को यहाँ पे उपस्थित होने के लिए मैं सभी का स्वागत करता हूँ, हार्दिक अभिनंदन करता हूँ। ऑनरेबल सीएम सर, ऑनरेबल श्री संजीव पुरी, चेयरमैन एंड मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर ऑफ आईटीसी लिमिटेड, श्री संदीप घोष, एमडी एंड सीईओ एमपी बिरला ग्रुप, श्री पीएम प्रसाद, सीएमडी कोल इंडिया लिमिटेड, श्री संदीप कुमार, सीएमडी टाटा स्टील डाउन स्ट्रीम प्रोडक्ट्स लिमिटेड, श्री आलोक बिरला, एमडी स्वराज बेबी प्रोडक्ट्स लिमिटेड, श्री गरोडिया, चेयरमैन ईपीसी, different associations of industries, our dear investors, our officers and friends from media. So let me welcome all of you to the journey of Madhya Pradesh. Now Madhya Pradesh is the second largest state in terms of area, and it is the second largest in terms of food grain production in country also. We are first in terms of organic farming share in India. We have been one of the finest state in renewable energy sectors, and we have the largest solar power plant situated in Omkareshwar, Khandwa in Madhya Pradesh. We are second most cleanest state in India, with Indore have won the cleanest city title for more than 5 times, 6 times rather, and we have a big consumer market. We are fifth most populous state in India. Now we have presence of a robust industrial ecosystem. So we have GIS enabled real-time land bank information. We are a power surplus state with installed capacity of 31 gigawatts. We have abundant industrial water supply at the doorstep of industries, more than 1,000 billion per cubic meter. We have extensive road network of 5.1 lakh kilometers. We have presence of 7 airports in the state. We have 6 inland container depots. We are also having geographically, we are located in the heart of incredible India. So we have 4 very big industrial corridors passing through Madhya Pradesh: Delhi-Mumbai Industrial Corridor, Delhi-Nagpur Industrial Corridor, Amritsar-Kolkata Industrial Corridor, East-West Corridor, and one proposed Varanasi-Mumbai Industrial Corridor. We are developing a good multimodal logistic park at Pithampur near Indore, and we will be doing more such projects. Now, why one should prefer Madhya Pradesh as investment destination? So we have a very huge land bank of 1.25 lakh acres. We have cheaper factors per cost of production, so that way you will have higher returns on your investment. We have a system where automatic land use is possible, and kind of a change that cyber tehsil concept has given to Madhya Pradesh, which is first in entire country. We will have faceless mutation system in Madhya Pradesh. We have abundance in mineral-based products. We are largest producer of copper, manganese, diamond, and others. We have a very attractive and transparent policy for customized package if investment is more than 100 crores in general sectors. We have also been supported and blessed with central government funded parks. We have Vikram Udyog Puri Limited in Ujjain, where we have a medical devices park also. We are having one of the best integrated textile parks named PM Mitra Park in Dhar district. We have manufacturing zone for power and renewable energy equipment at Narvadapuram, mega leather footwear and accessories cluster development park near Gwalior, Murena. We have 2 plastic parks in Raisen and Gwalior district and multimodal logistic park in Pithampur Dhar district. Now, we also understand that so good research and development and having good educational institutions are must for any kind of development to take place in a state. So, in Madhya Pradesh, we have presence of RR-CAT, Raja Ramanna Center for Advanced Technology, which is Atomic Energy Department's institution. We have Advanced Material and Process Research Institute at Bhopal, Rare Earth and Titanium Theme Park in Bhopal, Indian Institute of Technology, Indian Institute of Management in Indore, Maulana Azad National Institute of Technology at Bhopal. We have 14 of our institutes there in top 100 of NIRF ranking. We have 55 private universities and second highest in entire country. And let me remind you, Honorable CM has been higher education minister for a very long time, and his efforts have given such an opportunity to Madhya Pradesh. We have more than 1,000 industrial training institute, more than 1,000 government and private colleges in Madhya Pradesh. Investor-friendly industrial policy, Madhya Pradesh is having one of the best policies. We give capital subsidies for plant and machinery up to 40% of your investment. We also give a kind of multipliers if you have employment generation. Employment generation, if we give you around 50% additional subsidy for more employment generation. 20% additional subsidy if you are export oriented, 20% additional subsidy if you invest in less industrialized areas. We have subsidies on power utilization, then we have subsidies for infrastructure development and effluent sewage treatment plant, zero liquid discharge, etc. We have also additional incentives for special sectors, additional 50% on capital subsidy if you work in food processing units. I will request Honorable Sanjeev Puri sir to look at this particular number also. And for some of the sectors in textile and garments, we have interest subvention in textile sectors, and garment industry is supported for employment generation and training incentives. In other sectors, in specific sectors, we have MP, IT, ITS, CSDM, data center, IT park, developers investment promotion policy. My senior ACS, Shri Sanjay Dubey sir, will talk about this. They have given capital subsidy, power subsidies, employment and interest subsidy. We have Madhya Pradesh Renewable Energy Policy 22, where we are providing land subsidy and power subsidies. Now, this is one thing which I want to discuss a bit. We are one of the finest states when it comes to labor reforms in entire country. We are the first state in entire country to have labor case management system where everything is online. We have 43% of our population in working age category. We have negligible man-days laws in Madhya Pradesh. Very safe work environment for female workers. They can work 24/7 without any hindrance. And finally, what I will say regarding our labor laws and labor reforms, that we have given exemption for maintaining multiple registers and submission of multiple returns under certain labor laws. From 16 registers, we have now been reduced to 1. So this is one of things, and I can vouch we have one of the best labor reforms policy in our state. Madhya Pradesh is a prominent destination for textile and garment industry. More than 47% of India's and 24% of world non-GMO organic cotton is produced in Madhya Pradesh. We have investment of more than 25,000 crores in this sector. More than 1.5 lakh people are employed in this sector. The CAGR is more than 7% for past 5 years. Largest spun dyed and terry towel factory is situated in Madhya Pradesh the Trident in very near to Bhopal. Indore, Devas, Bhopal, Ujjain, Gwalior and Jabalpur are major textile centers in Madhya Pradesh. What are the main highlights of textile and garment industry? So, as I have already told, we can give capital subsidy up to 40%. Power tariff, there is a subsidy of rupees 1 on per unit basis. There is a green subsidy for ETP, STP and ZLDs. There is infrastructure development and reimbursement for road, power and water, etc. There are some specific subsidies which is available for textile sector. We give interest subvention from 2 to 7% on term loan. We give 25% subsidy on establishing apparel training institute. In case of garment sector, we go one step further, and I can vouch we have probably the best textile garment sector policy in the entire country. We have interest subvention of 5% for a term loan for 7 years. We have employment generation subsidy of rupees 5,000 per month per employees for garment units for 5 years. We have training subsidy of around 13,000 per month per employee, and we have 100% stamp duty and registration reimbursement. Now we are going to develop more than 1,500 acres area park, PM Mitra Park, integrated textile park near Dhar, where we are going to provide you electricity at a rate of rupees 4 rupees 36 paise, rupees 4 and 36 paise per unit. We will supply the industrial water at the rate of rupees 25 per kiloliter. We will have a plug and play facility, and we are very near to different very important locations, Indore Airport, Hazira Port and Freight Corridor. Now, this is the kind of presence in Madhya Pradesh. You will see almost who's who of textile sectors are there in Madhya Pradesh. Raymond, Pratibha, Syntax, Gokal Das, Trident, Bescop and others. Now, friends, this is something I would request you to remember. On 7th and 8th Feb 2025, we are going to have our Global Investor Summit. आप जरूर वहां पधारें, मध्य प्रदेश आपका हृदय से स्वागत करेगा। मध्य प्रदेश भारत का इनक्रेडिबल इंडिया का हार्ट कहा जाता है, हृदय कहा जाता है। 1/3 हमारे यहाँ फॉरेस्ट कवर है, और जिस तरह के प्रयास हमारे रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी और सेक्टर्स में चल रहे हैं, बहुत जल्दी हम लंग्स ऑफ इनक्रेडिबल इंडिया भी बनेंगे, और आप सभी लोगों का स्वागत है मध्य प्रदेश में। थैंक यू वेरी मच। थैंक यू।
Thank you so much, sir. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we shall be talking on the investment opportunities for IT, ITEs and ESDM sector in Madhya Pradesh. Now, Madhya Pradesh has a very strong IT and ESDM sector with many IT parks, special economic zones and ESDM units, as well as large pool of skilled talents. And I would request Mr. Sanjay Dubey, IAS, Additional Chief Secretary, Department of Science and Technology, to kindly come up and enlighten us on the factor. Please give him a round of applause, everybody.
A very good afternoon to each one of you. Honorable Chief Minister on the dais, Dr. Mohan Yadav ji, honorable guests on the dais and off the dais, industry leaders. It's an opportunity for me to present what Madhya Pradesh offers to investors. There's a study which says that the next round of growth is not going to come from towns like Bangalore, Hyderabad, Pune, Kolkata, but it might emerge from towns like Indore, Bhopal and Tier 2 cities. Sridhar Vembu, the founder of Zoho, has just unveiled a program which says that they will be recruiting and opening offices in 100 rural areas of India, because they see that the growth that is going to come from is not from the urban towns, but it is from the Tier 2 and Tier 3 towns. And here I am to present you before the growth story, the success story of Madhya Pradesh. So if we talk about the success, what makes hubs successful? It's vibrant tech ecosystem, which means essentially a technically skilled manpower requirement, entrepreneurial culture, which also means that it should be with the moderate risk of business disruption, the government intervention, or rather I would say minimum governance and maximum facilitation with the ease of living, work-life balance and infrastructure and connectivity. And in all of these counts, if you talk, Madhya Pradesh stands far ahead of most of the states that we talk about. So if we talk about vibrant tech ecosystem, we have 5 IT SEZs churning out export-oriented products. We have 15 IT parks commissioned, created and housed by Government of Madhya Pradesh, 50 plus large IT companies which are already having about 1.5 lakh personals under their arms working on it. If we talk about technically skilled manpower, it's more than 300 colleges which churn out PG and UG students with 50,000 technically super qualified individuals, and they all come from IITs, triple ITDMs, IIMs and institutions of repute in the nation. If we talk about the government intervention, I would say that the minimum government is the best form of government. And if we talk about the policies that we have, it is MP has IT, ITES and ESDM policy. It has a startup policy, and the incentives are inclusive of capex, interest subsidy, employment generation. But the best part is that we believe low code and no code kind of a thing, whereby we say low government and maximum output. And if we talk about the other aspects of where we stand, it is a low-risk business disruption because we have stable and wise governance. Almost there is no labor days loss or man hours loss because of labor problems that we encounter in some places in the country. We have no inspection, absolutely no inspection for 5 years, and we just maintain 1 register instead of 16 registers, so that the compliance burden on the industry and particularly IT and IT industry is very, very minimal. If we talk about the ease of living and work-life balance, we have been successfully rated for consecutive 7 years as the cleanest city in the country, Indore. We have been the cleanest capital as Bhopal, and we have been the second cleanest state in the country on a successive rounds. We have the least AQI and the present generation asks about the environmentally sensitive. They believe that it is not only the opportunity of work, but it is also opportunity of enjoying and how environmentally savvy they are. We have a least AQI. It hovers around 50 to 55, which is very unheard of in the present day circumstances. We have a least commute time if we talk about the timings. And we already have 1200 technology startups which are registered in Madhya Pradesh doing their business to have turned unicorn, and there is plug and pay infrastructure that we do in Madhya Pradesh. Given all this, we understand that yes, despite talking about this, we have identified that IT, ITS and ESDM is not one single thing. It is a different situations. It is IT is different, ESDM is different, data centers is different, and that is why our policy addresses the concerns of this industry in a different way. We have a rebate on a land which is up to 75%, as it is the cost of land is very, very minimal in Madhya Pradesh, and on top of it, actually virtually you are getting free of cost land. You have interest assistance up to 6%. You have no stamp duty or registration charges. It is completely waived off. The other incentives are specifically tailor made for IT and ITS industries, where you have assistance up to 50 crores, you have marketing assistance, you have quality control assistance, you have patent filing assistance, and when you come to ESDM, we also have a certification assistance in over and above IT and ISDM. And when we talk about data centers, we understand that the raw material for data centers is energy, and that is why we give subsidy for establishing data centers in energy also. So it is a complete waiver on electricity duty. It is 2 rupees of a rebate on the electricity charges. There is a quality control assistance. We have understood the pain points of the industry, and that is how we have devised this procedure. And if I have to sum up as to how this is working out, the business understands ROI, and that is what we are saying. So if you are investing about 1 billion rupees in IT and ITS, you actually get back 300 million rupees from the government of Madhya Pradesh as an assistance. If you invest in data centers, you invest 1 billion, you get back 500 million Where else can you get this kind of a reversal? In fact, you become profit oriented, you become cash surplus the day one when you are investing in Madhya Pradesh into IT, ITS and data centers. And in ESDM, over and above what Madhya Pradesh government is offering, there is an offer by the central government also, and practically you are getting more than 570 million rupees back when you are making an investment of 1 billion rupees. And finally, no other state, and I claim this, no other state gives this opportunity for developers. We are reimbursing the cost of construction for even the developers. We are saying that you come, you have a land, you develop your park, you invite industries, and there also we are going to support you financially, and we pay back 270 million with an investment of 1 billion rupees. And this is not all. The best part comes that if you are making a 200 crore plus investment in IT, ITS, you get a tailor-made incentives chaired by Honorable CM, who decides as to how much incentive can be given. If you talk about ESDM, if you make an investment of 300 crores, you get a tailor-made incentives approved by the CCIP. And similarly, if you are making a 500 crore plus investment in data center, you get additional incentives of over and above what I have already told to you. So this is the kind of policy. But fiscal is one part of it. Non-fiscal incentives are equally attractive in Madhya Pradesh. If you talk about it, we have a complete exemption for shops and establishment. That means no Babu is going to come and knock at your door and ask for certain things or other. We don't want to bother the business. We want to invite businessmen. Women workers are out 24/7 with pure security, with complete security that the women entrepreneurs can work with, the women workers can enjoy their work, and that is why there is no application as per the factory acts for you to insist upon non-working hours of them. There is no restriction on minimum wages. So based on the quality, based on the capability of an individual, you can decide the salary of your people, and that is where the beauty lies. And finally, there are only one register for compliances. It's not the 16 registers that you have to maintain, and that too on an online mode. You don't have to have a physical copy of it. If you talk about incentives and assistance, it is 100% digitized process. You don't have to go to any government office to claim your subsidy. You can have a direct land allotment if you're wanting to invest for a mega projects. You can come through open tender if you wish to. You will be served on a first come first serve basis for a space allotment which has been developed by Madhya Pradesh government, and we are also doing on demand building. So you can say that I want to have this many square feet of a built up a space, built and designed as per the requirement of industry. That is also being made possible for the industry to come. Finally, not only the fiscal, the non-fiscal, if you see 40 plus national highways crisscross Madhya Pradesh, where else you would have, it is centrally located, it is already a lung of country, it is also the highway of country whereby you see 40 plus national highways crisscrossing. Every nook and corner is connected with this. In 8 hours, you can be in any part of the country starting from Madhya Pradesh. That is the beauty on a road journey with a very good beneficial thing. Logistics, it becomes very, very important. And finally, IT and ITS units are essentially export oriented, and they need a green energy. We supply abundant green energy. You can have it and access with an open access. You can have your captive generation, or you can schedule it from the distribution companies, and we provide abundant green energy for the establishment of the IT and ITS. Other than that, there are advantages. If you say what is the kind of a cost or the rental cost, we have around 60 rupees per square foot of a rental cost. Compare it with any other town. You have it on a graph. You would see it is such a low compared to your other towns, and that is why it is a minimal operating cost. Cost of living, if you see index, it is much more lower than any other town in the country, and that is why it makes sense for anybody to come into the Madhya Pradesh. If you talk about pollution index, I have mentioned it. It is the least amongst most of the cities that we talk about. The traffic consumer time, which is killing nowadays the industry. People take 2 hours to travel from one part to another. It is 15 minutes or 20 minutes in Madhya Pradesh in most of the cities and towns, and that is the beauty, that you don't invest your time on the transportation but actually working on the work. And here is the story of the Indore, the 7th consecutive successful, the cleanest city of the country. And when I say Indore, it is Indore. It is always going to be in the position. if we talk about it, we have more than 1,000 IT companies alone in Indore, with 1 million built up area, 20 billion of exports, 45 plus domestic flights, and tech incubation centers of 7. And with IIT and IIM in Indore, it makes very, very good sense for people to come. In fact, the space technology emergence is happening from Indore, because the only IIT which offers a space technology program is IIT Indore, and that is why you would see a lot of startups coming in Indore for doing this kind, and we have pharmaceuticals and manufacturing. To talk about this, the people say that the diversity is the that report and said the diversity. You talk about, we enjoy Dhumchi, we enjoy Garba, we enjoy Kathak, because we have the cosmopolitan culture coming from all across and people are settled there. If we talk about the buzzing environment, the food, you would have a mix of, you would have a Rashogulla, you would have a Mishti Doi, you would also have multiple other cuisines that you would have into this part of the country. And an excellent social infrastructure, which makes it very, very attractive destination for anybody to come. Here are some of the glimpses for the parks that we have developed. They are all housed, and here are the people who have invested in Madhya Pradesh, and you would hear the stories as to how beautifully the state has been curated to welcome industry, and here is our Chief Minister welcoming you all with an open hand to come forward and be a partner in the journey of a growth of India, of a growth of Madhya Pradesh. Thank you once again, be the part of this journey, and I say always, Madhya Pradesh mein jo aaya so wapas aaya. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time that we move on to the micro, small and medium enterprises sector. You got me right, I'm talking about the MSME sector, which is considered the engine for socio-economic growth in our country and is fast emerging as a vibrant and dynamic sector, providing the largest share of employment after the primary sectors. And to enlighten us on that, ladies and gentlemen, I would request Mr. Navneet Mohan Kothari, Dr. Navneet Mohan Kothari, Secretary, Department of MSME, to kindly enlighten us. Welcome, sir.
Please. Yeah. Honorable Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, Dr. Mohan Yadav ji, captains of the industry, both on the stage as well as present in the auditorium. I will present a small presentation on the investment opportunities for MSMEs in Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh boasts of around 13.9 lakh MSMEs, of which nearly 20,000 are small enterprises, 2,000 medium enterprises are there, which employ around 72 lakh, more than 72 lakh people. And more than 47,000 crores investment has been made into our MSMEs. When we look at the Udyam registrations, MP stands 7th in the country with the total Udyam registrations. MP being in the center of the heart of the India, in the center of the India, we have got a very conducive sweet spot, geographically situated. We have got ample amount of land, infrastructure, fully developed infrastructure, as well as very attractive land allotment policies. Most of our districts have already well-developed industrial areas, and more industrial areas are in construction. We have a huge market as well as connected to the most of the huge markets in India. We have abundant pool of skilled resources. We have focused on some specific industries like agro and food-based industries, pharmaceuticals, plastics and related value chain, furnitures, textile garmenting, and automobile engineering, of which there is a well-developed ecosystem in the state. The basic attractive feature of Madhya Pradesh is the investment policy. MSME investment policy, in which we give very generous grants for our fiscal incentives, like 40% grant for investments made in plant, machinery and buildings, and plus additional incentives for export-oriented units, for units who have more employment generation. We also give fiscal incentives for people who want to develop their own industrial areas, both in terms of allotment of land as well as in fiscal incentives for building that infrastructure. We have special incentives for textile units, apparel units with like subsidies for power looms. We have electricity concessions for power looms. In apparel sector, we have got a salary grant for apparel units for 5 years, and in apparel units also we give some very handsome interest subsidies, electricity duty exemptions. In textile units we give investments subsidies, and when we come to the focus sectors of textile and ready-made garments, we have got more than 100 textile mills, thousands of looms and millions of spindles operating here. We have got 2 major garment making clusters in Indore and Jabalpur. Indore is in the western part, Jabalpur is in the eastern parts. Both have got a fully active garment ecosystem in the MSME sector. Traditionally, also MP is famous for his Chanderi, Maheshwari silks, and also Tassar is produced in batik prints, bark prints. They are the traditional textiles, around which also a lot many apparel units are working on them. As already told by our PS, PM Mitra Park is coming up in Dhar, which also has got an ample space for setting up MSME units. And when we look at the engineering sector, we have got around nearly 3,000 engineering manufacturing units, mostly concentrated in and around Indore and Bhopal. We have got skill development institute like the global skill parks, which is being set up with the assistance of government of Singapore, and these all ensure good availability of skilled workforce. When you compare MSME policies of Madhya Pradesh with the neighboring state, you will find that Madhya Pradesh offers you the best in the terms, and we are also the most easiest way to deal with. When we look at the startups, we got more than 4,600 startups, and nearly half of them are women-led. We have got smart city incubators, 69 statewide incubators, tele-incubation centers, software technology parks in Indore, Bhopal, Gwalior, and new one STP is coming up in Jabalpur. We provide, MP Startup Policy provides funding support both for investments, patents. We provide them facilities for lease rentals. We've got a dedicated team at our MP Startup Center to guide the startups. And for AIFs, we provide funding supports for which we have already established a corpus of 10 crores, and which we have plans to grow it to about 100 crores. Now, startups, these are some incentives which we give to the startups and incubators under our policy. And for product-based startups, we've got exemption on electricity duty, employee generation grants, training expenditure, and also we allow them the usage of our MSME technology centers. And for detail, if you want the details of the technology of a startup and other policies, you can just have us scan this barcode and you will get this. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, the next segment that we are moving on to is tourism. Now, Madhya Pradesh is a top tourist destination in India with a variety of attraction and experiences for all the travelers. We have historic sites, wildlife sanctuaries, hill stations, cultural heritage, festivals, and business centers. And to enlighten us more on Madhya Pradesh and its tourism, I'd like to call upon Ms. Vidisha Mukherjee, IAS, Additional Managing Director, Madhya Pradesh Tourism Board. Welcome, ma'am.
slideshow open. Namaskar, Kolkata. Honorable CM Sir, senior officers, esteemed investors on the dais, industry leaders, friends from the media. I extend a very warm welcome to you all. আমি আপনাদের জানাই অনেক অনেক অভিনন্দন। As we are centrally placed, we are rightly called Heart of Incredible India. We are an offbeat multi-speciality destination of first choice. We are the cleanest, we are the greenest, and we are the safest. We are a confluence of heritage, wildlife, adventure, and culture. We also deal in safe tourism, adventure tourism, sustainable tourism, and responsible tourism. You name it, and we have it. Can I have the video, please? It's a small video featuring our diverse offerings.
Courageous walls and soaring walls, I bow down in fear. And pleasure. The feelings that reside within are mine to treasure. Beauty, adventure, and self-culture.
थोड़ा कल्पना कीजिए ओनली इमेजिनेशन फिर बोलते समझ गए तो आठ नहीं समझे तो मॉडर्न आर्ट आप लोग घूम रहे भेड़ा
जो दिल चाहे
सब कुछ जो दिल चाहे एमपी अजब है एमपी गजब है What makes MP a fascinating destination for investments? We have 14 World Heritage Sites. We host 2 Jyotirlingas, Mahakaleshwar and Omkareshwar. We have many water bodies. We have Ma Narmada, Ma Tapti, and ample of rivers. We have breathtaking islands, Pasili, Sarsi, Kutni, to name few. We have breathtaking waterfalls at Dhuadar and Rane. We have wildlife and we have wonders of nature. Next, please. We have 24 sanctuaries. We have 11 national parks. We have 7 tiger reserves. We are the leopard state with the maximum number of leopards. We are the tiger state with the maximum number of tigers. And yes, we are the only cheetah state that has been recently introduced in the Kuno National Park. Next, please. If you see the tourist footfall, in 2002 it was 36.5 million, which has rose 3 manifold, and it is 111.9 million in the year 2023. There has been a tremendous increase. Next, please. We have 3 UNESCO World Heritage Sites which are in the permanent list. We have illustrious Khajuraho and Adventure Delight, as most of you know. We have magnificent Sachi. It is a world-famous Buddhist pilgrimage site, and we have amazing Bhimbetka. It is a rock-cut shelter of the prehistoric era. Next, please. We have 11 UNESCO World Heritage Sites in the tentative list. Next, please. Next, please. In the pilgrimage tourism, we have Amarkantak. আপনারা সবাই জানেন মা নর্মদার উদ্গম স্থান। আর আপনাদের মধ্যে কতরাই তপভূমি নর্মদা গোসাল শাস্ত্রী সাহেবের পরে মা নর্মদার পরিক্রমায় বেরিয়ে গেছেন? আমাদের কাছে আছে মহিহর শক্তিপীঠ, আমাদের কাছে আছে চিত্রকূট, আমরা ওখানে রাম বন গমন পথ নিয়ে আসছি। উজ্জয়ন আর মহাকাল লোক আপনারা সবাই অনেকবার এসছেন। আমাদের কাছে আছে ওঙ্কারেশ্বর, ওঙ্কারেশ্বরে আমরা একাত্ম ধাম নিয়ে আসছি, 106 ফিট স্ট্যাচু আদি শঙ্করাচার্যের। ওরছায় আমরা আনছি রামরাজা লোক, শলকনপুরে আনছি আমরা দেবী লোক, আর দেবাসে আমাদের আছে শক্তিপীঠ। নেক্সট প্লিজ। লোক ডেভেলপমেন্টে আমি এখনই আপনাদের বললাম কি আমরা একাত্ম ধাম নিয়ে আসছি, এটা অদ্বৈত ফিলসফি অফ আদি শঙ্করাচার্য। আর যেমনি আমাদের কবিগুরু বলেন, সব ঠাই মোর ঘর আছে, আমি সেই ঘর মরি খুঁজিয়া, দেশে দেশে মোর দেশ আছে, আমি দেশ লব জুঝিয়া। Next, please. In the intangible heritage, we not only deal with tangible heritage, we have many intangible heritage as well. We have Gond art, that is an indigenous art form of our Gond. We host 7 major tribes and 25 sub-tribes. We have Jari Jardozi, we have Bak Prince, we have Maheshwaris, we have Chanderis. We have a Bhagoria dance festival that is of our Bhil and Bhilalas of the West Nimar. Next, please. Why AP is a fascinating destination for investments? First, visionary CM sir, all policymakers, decision makers, and executors, everybody are on the same page, as you can see on the dais. We have a robust policy in place. We have ease of doing business. We have excellent road network, we have state-of-the-art infrastructure, and last but not the least, we are the most livable state. We have a dedicated investors facilitation wing. We allot land parcels not only to the wayside amenities, to the resorts, we allot to camping sites, we allot for caravan tourism, we allot for golf tourism, you name it and we have it. We give it a lease, a long-term lease for 90 years with an additional capping of 30 years, and 120 years is a pretty long time. We have a very nominal lease rent of 1%. There is no stamp duty, there is no registration charge. We give a permission to mortgage, and everything is fair and transparent. আমরা বাবুরাজকে একদম শেষ করে ফেলেছি, আর আপনারা যেই অ্যাপ্লাই করবেন অনলাইন, আপনারা এই সব সুবিধাগুলো পাবেন। নেক্সট। If you're coming for a ultra mega project which is 100+ CR, then there is a red carpet. No bidding. আপনাদের কোনো বিডিং এর থ্রু আসতে হবে না, আপনারা ডাইরেক্টলি একটা কনসেপ্ট নোট নিয়ে আসবেন, আমাদের মেগা পার্সেলস গুলো দেখবেন, আর প্লাগ অ্যান্ড প্লে, কোনো বিডিং এর প্রসেস নেই, ডাইরেক্টলি আমরা আপনাকে ওটাকে অ্যালট করে দেবো। আর there is again a capital subsidy of 15 to 30%, and if you are working on some interior sites, we give a 5% extra. And if you are coming with a brand, then again there is a 12 to 20% subsidy again. Next. These are the 18 sectors which come under the purview of our policy, and we have everything from sound and light show to the roadways, to the caravan tourism, to the convention centers, resorts, hotels, wayside amenities. Next, please. If you are into naturopathy, yoga, wellness, then we have a wellness policy in place. Again, there is a capital subsidy of 15 to 30%, and we have earmarked few land parcels which suits the purpose. Next. We have a water tourism licensing policy. We have identified 22 water bodies, and 3,000 square kilometers has been notified for water sports. So if you are into paragliding, parasailing, etc., you are most welcome to Madhya Pradesh. Again, there is a capital subsidy. Next, please. We have an adventure and camping policy. Again, we have identified few camping sites. Again, there is a capital subsidy of 15 to 30%. And yes, sometimes it is in the tune of 50% if you come for a air ballooning activity as such. Thank you. Next. What has been our journey so far? We have an investment of around 4,000 crores. 540 hectares of land has already been allotted to 92 investors. 16 heritage properties have been allotted. আর কিছুদিনের মধ্যেই আপনারা 16 বড় হেরিটেজ বুটিক হোটেলস পাবেন, যেখানে আপনাদের অনেকগুলো ফোর্টের আমাদের শুটিংও হয়, যেটাতে অনেক মধ্যপ্রদেশ, ওয়েস্ট বেঙ্গল থেকে অনেকজন আমাদের এখানে ফোর্টের শুটিং এর জন্য আসেন। আমাদের 100 ওয়েসাইড এমিনিটিজ আমরা allot করে দিয়েছি, and we have disbursed a capital subsidy of around 206 crores. Next, please. These are the allotted heritage properties to various investors. Next, please. Next, please. These are the heritage properties under allotment process, that is Rajarani Mahal at Chanderi, Vijay Raghavgarh Fort, Singhpur Palace and Rajnagar ki Garhi. Next, please. These are the few jungle camps and the wildlife resorts that has come up in the recent past. Next. We have all the brands with us. Next. These are the upcoming heritage properties on bid. Next. These are the available land parcels. We have just distributed few of the pamphlets which carries all the information of these land parcels. So if you have an option to invest in Madhya Pradesh, do look at it. Next. These are the land available for the ultra mega projects. Next, please. These are the land available for the camping and the glamping sites. We have circulated a pamphlet which carries a QR code. So all the policies which I have mentioned, you can just download from there itself. In the PPP projects, we have just floated a tender for 4 tenting cities at Hanumantiya, Tamia, Mandu and Ocha. We are working on golf course tourism. We are working on establishment and expansion of our ropeways, and we are also working on cruise tourism. Recently, government of Gujarat, government of Madhya Pradesh, and Inland Waterways of India have signed a tripartite MOU, and we are going to have a cruise from Statue of Oneness to Statue of Unity in Gujarat. Next. For the film tourism policy, we have a very robust film tourism policy. We have a film facilitation cell. We have a single window clearance system. We have brought the film permission under the purview of Public Service Guarantee Act, and near about 400 films have been shot in Madhya Pradesh. Next, please. Next, please. These are the various subsidies which we give to the films which are being shot in Madhya Pradesh. Next. দুর্গ রহস্য শুটিং আমাদের মধ্যপ্রদেশেই হয়েছিল বাই হোলসেল টেকনোলজিস, আর গৌহর মহল, দাতিয়া ফোর্ট, বেহাট ফোর্ট আর দেওঘর ফোর্টে এটার শুটিং হয়েছিল। নেক্সট, ব্যোমকেশ শ্যাডো ফিল্মস এর প্রোডাকশনে এটার শুটিং আমাদের এখানে হয়েছিল। দতিয়া, ওরছা আর গোয়ালিয়রে এটার শুটিং হয়েছিল। যদি আমরা কথা বলি কি এখনকার নতুন কোন ফিল্ম যেটা আমাদের এখানে রিসেন্টলি শুট হয়েছে, তো স্ত্রী 2 যেটা কি বাম্পার হিট হয়েছে। তাছাড়া আমাদের কাছে শুট হয়েছে লাপাতা লেডিজ, ফুকরে, PS2, সেলফি, টু নেম ফিউ অফ দেম। যতগুলো ওয়েব সিরিজ এখন which are making a buzz, whether it is a Maharani, whether it is Gullak, whether it is Panchayat, all have been shot in Madhya Pradesh. We have few international projects also to a kitty, a suitable boy, white tiger and lion. They have been shot in Madhya Pradesh. And if it is an international film, we give an additional subsidy of 9 crores. And last but not the least, I remember the lines of Dushyant Sahab. हो गई है पीर पर्वत सी, पिघलनी चाहिए, इस हिमालय से कोई गंगा निकलनी चाहिए, मेरे सीने में ना सही तो तेरे सीने में सही, हो कहीं भी आग लेकिन आग जलनी चाहिए।
चलिए आपको अब सीधे ले चलते हैं कोलकाता। बता दें कि मध्य प्रदेश में निवेश के अवसर विषय पर इंटरैक्टिव सत्र आयोजित हुआ है, जिसमें मुख्यमंत्री डॉक्टर मोहन यादव भी मौजूद।
सांस भी आती और जाती है, ये स्पंदन बराबर बना रहता है। और कितना सुखद संयोग है कलकत्ता के निवासियों के लिए, तो परमात्मा की विशेष कृपा है। जहां से 105 साल पहले हमारे स्वामी विवेकानंद ने भविष्यवाणी की थी कि 21वीं शताब्दी भारत की होगी, वो उद्घोष उन्होंने तब कर दिया जब चारों ओर अंधकार था। और न केवल स्वामी विवेकानंद की बात है, आप कहीं से शुरू करो तो गुरुवर परमहंस रामकृष्ण परमहंस जी का ध्यान आता है, जिनने इस कर्मशील दुनिया में हम सब कर्म प्रधान दुनिया के लोग हैं, वो खास करके भारत का मूल धन कभी कभी ध्यान भटकता है। ध्यान भटकने का अपने धर्म को, हमारे दर्शन को कर्मण्यता से भी जोड़ लेते हैं। हम अपने आप दे देगा। तो भगवान के प्रति एक ललक पता नहीं कितने प्रकार के लोगों को कहां कहां भटकाती है, लेकिन मैं इस नाते से जरूर कह सकता हूं कि कलकत्ता वो धरती है जहां विवेकानंद ने भगवान की इच्छा जरूर जाहिर की कि मैं भगवान देखना चाहता हूं, लेकिन भगवान को देखने के बाद सच्चे अर्थों में मनुष्य के अपनी पहचान दिलाने वाले परमहंस भी इसी धरती पर, इसी कलकत्ता से थे, जो कर्म के आधार पर दुनिया में मनुष्य को उस ललक की तरफ ले गए। हम कभी विवेकानंद का जीवन देखेंगे तो ध्यान में आएगा, जिनने अपनी तमाम पढ़ाई के बीच में भगवान को देखने की जिज्ञासा प्रकट की, लेकिन एक बार भगवान को देख लिया तो वो भगवा वस्त्र जरूर धारण करते रहे, लेकिन सच्चे अर्थ में वो मानव धर्म को समझते हुए उनने हमारे अपने कर्मों के आधार पर चल करके भारत के गरीब से गरीब आदमी के जीवन में बदलाव का संकल्प धारण किया। इसलिए रामकृष्ण मिशन की स्थापना की। आप उस स्थान के भी लोगों, मैं आपको बधाई देना चाहता। जाने अनजाने काल के प्रवाह में सरकारों के बीच जब हम अपने कुर्सी पे बैठते हैं तो दोनों पक्ष से हमारा संपर्क आता है। एक पक्ष आता है जो नीडी पर्सन है, जिसको आवश्यकता है, वो काम मांगता है, अपनी कठिनाइयों में मदद मांगता है, और एक पक्ष जो इसमें अपना रोल अदा करता है। लेकिन जाने अनजाने पता नहीं क्या होता है कि उद्योगपतियों के प्रति सरकार की दृष्टि टेढ़ी रहती। मैं उसकी बात से सहमत नहीं हूं, मैं उसको सीधा करना जानता हूं, मुझे सीधा करना अच्छा लगता है। उद्योगपतियों के साथ खड़े होकर के अगर विकास के कारवां में सरकार खड़ी नहीं रहेगी तो कहां खड़े रहेंगे? सरकार को तो इसमें बराबरी से साथ देना पड़ेगा। सरकार को उद्योग और निवेशकों को आमंत्रित करना पड़ेगा। हमारे इस देश के अंदर यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री का मैं अभिनंदन करता हूं, यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री श्रीमान नरेंद्र मोदी जी का, जिनके कारण से पूरा देश केवल 10 साल के छोटे से समय में कहां 11वें नंबर पे थे, कहां 5वें नंबर पे आ गया दुनिया के अंदर अर्थव्यवस्था में। एक बार अभिनंदन करें माननीय नरेंद्र मोदी जी का। भारतीयों में कोई कमी नहीं है, उनकी युक्ति, बुद्धि, क्षमता, योग्यता, सभी प्रकार के काम को करने कराने के लिए। लेकिन काम को करने कराने के लिए ये जो शासन की अम्ब्रेला है, शासन की जो छतरी है, इसकी अनुकूलता भी चाहिए। कभी कभी छतरी ऐसे रखना चाहते हैं और पानी को उल्टा तरफ ले जाने के बजाय छतरी उल्टी करके हम चाहते हैं कि पानी हम पे नहीं आए। ये कैसे हो सकता है? ये तो हमको समझने की जरूरत है। शासन के अंदर शासन के सभी अंगों को चलाने के लिए, क्योंकि मैं जिस धरती से आता हूं वो सम्राट विक्रमादित्य की नगरी भी है, और हमारे यहाँ विक्रमादित्य की नगरी अर्थात उज्जैन, ये 2000 साल पहले भी सुशासन के लिए जानी जाती थी। दानशीलता, वीरता, न्यायप्रियता, जितने प्रकार के मानवोचित गुण हो सकते हैं एक व्यक्ति में, वो सब कैसे हो सकते हैं? ये उनके कारण से जानी जाती है। इसलिए हमारे यहाँ पुरुषार्थ पराक्रम में अगर कोई बात आती है, किसी नाम से अगर कोई संस्कृति गौरवान्वित होती है, वो स्वामी विवेकानंद के समान विक्रमादित्य को भी 2000 साल पहले इसी नाते से याद किया जाता था, जिसके कारण से शासन की व्यवस्था में शासन का मन कैसा होना चाहिए। मुझे इस बात की आनंद भी है, मैं कोट भी करता हूं इस बात को, कि हमारे यहाँ सन प्रारंभ होने से, जैसे ये ईस्वी सन 2024 है, तो ईस्वी सन 2024 ये ईसा मसीह के जन्म के साथ जुड़ता है। कोई और संवत होगा या सन होगा तो किसी महापुरुष के शरीर छोड़ने से हो सकता है। लेकिन दुनिया में एकमात्र देश भारत है जो अपने यहाँ के सुशासन के साथ साथ अपने पूरे देश में आर्थिक रूप से समृद्धि की संकल्पना के आधार पर वो संवत प्रवर्तन कराता है। आर्थिक रूप से समृद्धि कैसी कि दुनिया के अंदर धन की भी महत्ता है, इसलिए साल में हम एक बार दिवाली मनाते हैं। ये हमारा धर्म का आनंद भी है, लेकिन पूरे साल दिवाली नहीं मनाते हैं, पूरे साल दिवाली की मिठाई खाते ही हमारी संस्कृति की विशेषता है, क्योंकि हम जियो और जीने दो में विश्वास करते हैं। हम हर एक किसी के साथ, गरीब से गरीब आदमी के भी दरवाजे पर आनंद का सुबह का सवेरा देखना चाहते हैं। मुझे इस बात की प्रसन्नता है जब हमारे अलग अलग अधिकारियों ने अपनी अपनी बात रखी है। हमने अपने मध्य प्रदेश की सरकार बनने के बाद ये योजना बनाई कि हाँ इन्वेस्टर समिट करेंगे, लेकिन इन्वेस्टर समिट आमतौर पर हमारे यहाँ पहले एक ही शहर में होती थी, लेकिन एक शहर से पूरे प्रदेश की उन्नति नहीं हो सकती। प्रदेश बहुत बड़ा है और प्रदेश की संभावना भी बहुत बड़ी है, और प्रदेश की संभावना में कौन सा सेक्टर छूटेगा। अभी मैं लाइन से सबके प्रेजेंटेशन देख रहा था, हमारे यहां से कॉटन निकल करके पूरे देश में जाता है, लेकिन रेडीमेड गारमेंट्स की संभावना अगर कहीं है तो सबसे ज्यादा तो मध्य प्रदेश में है। मुझे इस बात का आनंद है। आप मैं बीच में कोयम्बटूर गया था और मुझे कोयम्बटूर में कई सारे लोगों उद्योगपतियों से मिलने का मौका मिला, तो मुझे ये भी जानकारी दी गई इसमें अधिकांश लोग तो कलकत्ता के हैं। मैं कलकत्ता वाले के पुरुषार्थ को नमस्कार करता हूं, आपको बधाई देना चाहूंगा। जो यहां से वेट कर देख रहे हैं कि कॉटन कहां से मिलेगा और कपड़ा कहां बनेगा, ये उद्यमशीलता है, यही तो सृजनशीलता है कि हमारे काम को करने के लिए हमारे लिए व्यापार व्यवसाय के केंद्र कहां से हो सकते हैं, व्यापार बढ़ेगा कहां से। लेकिन इसकी बीच की कड़ी में मार्ग निकालने में आया हूं। मैं कह रहा हूं कि कोयम्बटूर में जरूर इंडस्ट्री लगाइए, कोई मना नहीं है, लेकिन मध्य प्रदेश भी पलक पावड़ बिछा के आपका स्वागत करना चाहता है, आपको आमंत्रण देना चाहता है। आप कहां से कहां कॉटन बना करके कपड़ा बना करके अपनी दो तरफ आपको आना जाना पड़ेगा। आज के जमाने में सबका समय कीमती है। जो कोयम्बटूर में मदद मिल रही वो मध्य प्रदेश सरकार देने को तैयार है। आपके लिए कोई कष्ट नहीं है, सभी प्रकार की इंडस्ट्रियों के लिए, और न केवल रेडीमेड गारमेंट्स की बल्कि माइनिंग के सेक्टर से लगा करके इंडस्ट्री में जिस क्षेत्र में भी जाना है, ये हमारे कोल इंडिया प्राइवेट लिमिटेड वाले हैं। आप कह रहे कि नार्दन इंडस्ट्री से लगा करके सभी प्रकार की, तो एनर्जी का सेक्टर हो, टूरिज्म का सेक्टर हो, जिस भी सेक्टर में जो भी इंडस्ट्री लगाना, हेवी इंडस्ट्री हो, एमएसएमई सेक्टर हो, लघु कुटीर उद्योग हो, सभी क्षेत्रों में समान रूप से केवल हमें अपनी जमीन का, बिजली का या ये जो बताई गई पॉलिसियों पे भी बात नहीं कर रहा हूं। ये पॉलिसी बात करना तो हमारे अधिकारी कर देते। अरे आप आइए और आपको लोग पॉलिसी से आउट ऑफ वे भी जाना हो तो सरकार तैयार है आपकी सारी मदद करने के लिए। तो जब हमको काम कराना ही है तो काम कराने के लिए हमारा मन भी बड़ा करना पड़ेगा, और मन बड़ा करेंगे तो मार्ग निकलेंगे। क्योंकि आगे पीछे परमात्मा ने आपको अगर मौका दिया है तो मुझे भी मौका दिया, और आपका और मेरा मौका मिला न केवल मध्य प्रदेश, मैं ऐसा नहीं कहता हूं कलकत्ता या बाकी राज्यों में आप काम बंद कर दीजिए। जहां आप काम कर रहे हैं वहां जरूर करिए, लेकिन काम को आयाम को रोकिए मत। ये परमात्मा की दया है, उनने आप में प्रतिभा दी है, क्षमता दी है, योग्यता दी है, अवसर दिया है। इस अवसर को पहचाने और यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री के नेतृत्व में हम जहां भी हैं वहां से 10 गुना आगे बढ़े और 10 प्रकार के काम करें। इसी प्रकार से काम करते जाएंगे तो मुझे लगेगा कि अपनी आज की हमारी ये मीटिंग सफल हुई। मेरे अपनी ओर से पुनः आपको सबको निमंत्रण है, और मैं तो काल की नगरी से आता हूं बाबा, महाकाल की नगरी से आता हूं। महाकाल को महादेव के नाते से जानते हैं। महादेव का अपना महादेव वाला स्वरूप तो हम सबके लिए आशीर्वाद वाला है ही, लेकिन सच्चे अर्थों में वो जन्म से मृत्यु के बीच का सबका समय नियत है, इसका इंगित करने वाले देवता भी है। अर्थात समय सदैव सबके लिए मिला है। ये हम पे है कि हम समय का सदुपयोग करें, और हम और भाग्यशाली हैं जो यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री तीसरी बार सरकार बना करके भारत को तीसरी अर्थव्यवस्था में ले जाना चाहते, और हम और आप मिलकर के सभी राज्यों के साथ भारत के साथ कदम से कदम मिला करके मध्य प्रदेश भी उनके नेतृत्व में चलना चाहता है। और निश्चित रूप से आपके सबके माध्यम से सभी सेक्टर में हम सब मध्य प्रदेश को भी आगे बढ़ाएंगे, देश को भी आगे बढ़ाएंगे, आप भी आगे बढ़ेंगे, और हमारे अपने बाकी जितने भी आप पे निर्भर रहने वाले लोग भी आगे बढ़ेंगे। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। भारत माता की जय।
थैंक यू सो मच सर। जी हाँ दोस्तों, मध्य प्रदेश है भारतवर्ष का हृदय। हमारा दिल, और दिल आगे रखते हैं, दिमाग को थोड़ा पीछे रखते हैं, दिल को आगे बढ़ाते हैं, एंड लेट्स एक्सप्लोर द अपॉर्चुनिटीज मोर एंड मोर इन मध्य प्रदेश। So ladies and gentlemen, on that note, for the concluding remarks and a word of thanks, I'd like to welcome Mr. Sandeep Kumar, Chairman,